Good plays, bad plays, capturing the fall. OniviaLPLhighlights got them all. Every moment, every fight. OniviaLPLhighlights keep the fire alive.
Ward, Polo and Envy not going to be caught out by the Zyra doing some funny business. And I think they're still going to look for a dive. So let's see whether the Stranglethorns are going to land or not the Stranglethorns, because that's the ultimate. That is going to be a decent little crash down there as LaHen's just dead. Envy will be the trade kill as Pays getting a soul back, but it's not exactly going the best. The flash from Polo's Shattering Strike is glorious. And that is 2 for 2 under the bro turret. Final grub to be taken here from Canyon, but I don't think he's going to be able to get towards this bottom side river to try and challenge for this. And as I say that, he heads towards, the Krug camp to just continue absolutely. That is not what the stats told me. Although it's not 14 minutes just yet as Chovy going aggressive. There's the flash in from Gen.G and Chovy put in prison and taken down. The next one, we'll see.
I mean, I feel like there's such a big spike in the Zyra. It's actually hard to fight them between the turrets.
Yeah, well, in they go. LaHen's finding a huge angle. The Dawning Shadow is glorious. Hook was set up by the Stranglethorns. But Karis is making his way over. The Killer Instinct gets NB in there. Canyon still standing his ground, but he doesn't find the Grasping Roots, and now Chovy just culls down Gen.G. That's going to be the kill there under the inner turret. Envy and Karis now just trying to... As the Infernal Dragon being considered now for Gen.G. Have a fair bit of control, but now Gen.G looking for an opportunity. Nice Shattering Strike, and the Magnet Storm's just as good. Oh! But the Stranglethorn's under 4! Dawning Shadow as well! And Keen's even going to survive! Canyon locks down the kill on the Cassante, and oh man, if that ain't gonna work, what does Polo need to do? Oh no, Grasping Roots not gonna quite find the mark there, but they still get the flash out of Gen.G. Gen.G unrelenting, and this Zyra, it might need some bans. How many champions are just like Canyon exclusive, you know, here in the LCK?
I mean, I honestly think the Zyra, a lot of people can play it. You know, we saw
he's an incredible jungler, but also on the team that makes it the easiest to be a jungler.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially, you know, bot lane had so much pressure this game he could just lean into. Really helps out.
Going to be adding to that as well. So quite a few things. As Canyon, he's got a bit of a monopoly on this particular pit. And when we tick over to 20 minutes, that'll be really dangerous for Bro, as Pays just being a bit aggressive towards Morgan here. Keen just going to lawnmower his way over, and Morgan is taking a little bit of damage here. Does manage to negate the Impale, goes all out, but the tanky Skarner is able to survive, and he's got a center there for the backup. Great flash to get out of the way of the hook. No one really dying, but it looked like Keen was, he should have, right?
I mean, they turn the focus on him. They don't quite have the damage to cut through, and LaHen's engage creates the space for Keen to escape. Now going to use the Herald, and with this swarm of grubs,
it's a lot of grubs.
It's going to be another with this charge. They might just be able to take this.
My goodness, and they even managed to land the root as well. Envy, he turned up and he was like, well, I mean, it's 15 minutes. I'm in an inner turret. I should be okay.
You're going to need either Karis or Envy to connect. It's not enough for the...
Grasping Roots is going to connect. Karis is dead. He is really dead.
Very, very dead.
Yeah. Big time dead. LaHen's, I think, even missed out on an assist.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. He did manage to... And look at their pathway that they have towards the Baron as well. All of this vision that they have available to themselves.
Olu.
Yeah.
One area
against Karis a little bit more. No, I shouldn't. I don't think that's good learning for him. Okay, Bro, just trying to set up some sort of desperate defense as Polo's going to get engaged on. Sometimes we'd say that that's a bad idea, as Gen.G does manage to find the ulti, but it's onto LaHen's. Morgan gets the double knockback, though. The all-out it's just too little, and it is just too late. It could have been a cool play, but unfortunately, they just don't have the wallets. The wallet difference here is just...
You know, they try and make something happen, they try and connect on the squishy target to Gen.G, and they just get eviscerated by the plants.
As Canyon throwing down a plant.
Honestly, they can just get it when they exit. You know, they have a lot of time on Baron. They'll probably just pressure these inhibitor towers. They've already got the one on the top lane.
That's a lot of center damage for this stage of the game. As, all right, Morgan. He is going for the deepest of flanks. As there's the Magnet Storm onto nothing. And Morgan, he will turn up, but it might just be a graveyard as it's a double kill for Chovy to start this one off. The plants have stopped Morgan's approach entirely. And Chovy grabs the triple. He'll also grab himself an inhibitor. It's not enough to take away Canyon's POG, I don't think, but they might be able to get Chovy a pentakill if Envy and Gen.G can get coaxed out, and instead it's Canyon. The easiest champion to kill steal on is Zyra. And Canyon is going to deny that one. Make sure that we all know who is deserving of the player of the game. And Gen.G, I don't think their winning streak is going to be stopped here, as game one looking pretty comfortable.
And you know, I think he is going in for these trades.
Well, Chovy does have some health back now as Bro move over to the Dragon. They managed to take the first one in the last game. Being able to do so again here as the Infernal is going to be picked up. See what the next Drake is going to is having to look top lane. But here we are. And yes, Canyon turns up, makes it a bit more interesting. Speaking of interrupted. They get the flash out of Envy, but he's not out of the woods just yet. The Ignite goes down. Polu will turn up and they'll leave the kill for the Karthus. There's that ultimate hunter stack you were talking about there, Orcs.
So well played there by Lehen.
Brutal. Maybe we should bring up some Karthus lore. I wonder what that
I feel like our goal is to finish off the Nautilus lore. If we get time,
yeah,
we can look in Karthus.
Yeah, looking forward to 2025 when we can get towards Karthus lore. Okay, Chovy going in and Keen. Oh dear. Yeah. The Impale comes out just because Karis deserved it.
Yeah,
just farmed decently well with the Sunfire Cape now built up as well.
Yeah, there's no obligation to fight this.
Oh dear. Well, Envy this time is going to be able to dash away. They do get the teleport out of Morgan, who does come down, and that's going to give Keen a lot of space towards that top side. He doesn't have his teleport available, and Chovy is putting these grubs to use. And yeah, they managed to get their 5th grub, and then immediately it is free time with turrets. The plate in mid lane and multiple plates in this top lane. That is teleport coming out from the Azir. Snared. Hayes may not be able to quite get it here as they do commit. Okay, there it is. First turret block going over to Pays and Lehens. 5 seconds.
More significant. Now Polu looking mid, does have the ultimate.
Yep. Chovy. The walk strategy. Once again, as Envy gets out-traded, and Chovy's now underneath the turret. They do manage to take it down here as the Ram comes in. Requiem comes down. The barrier is going to be there, but that is another ultimate hunter stack. He did not want to kill Envy. That's not important. He wanted to make sure he got those stacks lined up. As there is a Rift Herald taken by Gen.G. He's going to look to flash away, and Keen says, no. He is just going to wipe him off the Rift. Almost literally there with the animation, as now through the wall. Look at the cool moves that this Skarner has.
He's just launching rocks at him. Look at this damage. He's a tank.
And now Lehens, he's a tank as well. Isn't that cool? Skittles abound, and that's another one as well. 3 unique kills going over to Canyon here. Very pleased about that one, as Pays, he'll be able to defend his turret. Those a lot of plates fell down about a minute. That this week, the Skarner has seemed a little bit more balanced, but that just reminds us that he's not. Skarner's still extraordinarily strong. That's why we see this matchup almost all the time, as Karis accidentally sort of gets out-traded massively here by Chovy. And Gen.G going to look to try and answer it. Gets the smite down. Chovy now trying to kite this one out. Does so beautifully. And Karis, he's tanking minions, but they do manage to get the kill. Karis with his Sun Disc will be able to keep himself alive. Oh, Piercing Darkness almost long enough there, but they still want to find him. Yeah, oh dear, exactly right. They get the knock up there as Polu going to be taken down. He wanted to try and stop that recall. Man, that was really cool. Just not quite able down Polu and Envy though, we know that much. Also now has his Malignance done. So the ultimate is not something that we're going to be waiting for all that much.
Yeah, and also...
Oh dear. Okay, in goes Keen. The Lawnmower gets aggressive. Finds Karis, but the Empress Divide is there. Manages to land onto 2. He will fall down as the Dawning Shadow comes in. And there is the Requiem. And the dream is a nightmare here for Bro, unfortunately. Lehens looking for it. Keen just... Look at him. He's just having fun, having good times. Splash comes out from Morgan. He'll get slowed down. He is Cassante. He is pretty powerful, but he is still really dead. And Gen.G, it is another colossal victory. And Chovy, he's in the top lane immediately. Teleports, gets out of there, wants to get some of that money as they're pushing inner turrets on both sides of the rift.
Typical Gen.G, you know, they get an advantage and they just turn it into so much more. Gonna pick up both those inner towers, top and bot, which are worth so much gold. Now,
Does have his flash because no one takes Ghost anymore. And all of that, not enough. They will finally turn their attention to this Hextech Dragon. I'll take that one down. Their first of the game.
The Baron. This is definitely where you want to try and fight Gen.G.
Yeah, flank angle here
though.
for Keen. He's getting pushed away, but there is the Ram. X-Gate going to come on through there. It is a flash in from Gen.G, unable to land the smite though, as now Envy's throwing down the ultimate. Pays already flashes away, but Karis is in there, finds a two-man ulti, but gets turned on in an instant. A blink of an eye, and he is dead. And yes, he killed the 80 carry, but they have another one! And that is going to be an explosion as Polo is rammed into the wall. The double kill comes through from Canyon, who is 7-1-5 on the Karthus. And bro, yes, they're on the board in the team fight, but the gold lead has still stretched. The Baron still goes over to Gen.G, and they are still waltzing down this mid lane, looking to end this series. Pretty quick, smart as well.
Yeah, not sure there's that much they can do to defend. Gen.G on force to try and end here though. With Envy respawning, they'll probably just back off. But the inhibitor definitely going down.
Yeah, Chovy really wanted to take the base gate to get himself out of there. Morgan realizes the error of his ways, walking too close to Gen.G. Underneath the inhibitor turret they go, and they do not seem to phase. Still a flash is going to be invested here from Chovy, just to avoid dying to the turret and all of Bro. And Karis is making his way in. He doesn't have ulti, but we'll see whether he can take down Chovy. Chovy just keeping them at bay at the moment as it's a fight on multiple fronts. Pace is going to get in here once again, takes down the Azir, and now the Karthus is dead, but is that a good thing for Bro? Yes, it is, because the Requiem is on cooldown. And Pace moving on forward. I don't know about that one, buddy-o. Yes, you're very strong, as Chovy's like, well, I teleported back, keep him busy, and he stayed busy, and now Gen.G might just win the game off the back of that. It was all planned, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Bro just try and find an angle before they reset, before they spend, while Chovy's low. No, they're doing it again. They're just going to keep...
Yeah, Chovy, he's like, guys, I can get more money. I'll take this inhibitor turret. We'll be able to do that. As Morgan has respawned, 5 seconds on Karis. Doesn't have teleport, so can't go for any big flanks. There's nice Bella's breath there from Lahens to avoid getting hooked in.
And Paul managed to get on top of Paze, but unfortunately, Karis has to dash in to finish him off, and Chovy just destroys him. And meanwhile, Keen is still full HP.
And also another meanwhile, Morgan is getting engaged on. Does flash out of the way here as the Requiem comes in. Don't think it's enough to kill Morgan, but Chovy's auto attacks and all that sort of stuff probably going to be so, as Gatling gun. There is the big one. That is going to connect. Also does a bit of extra damage to the rest of Bro as well. They have one Nexus turret left remaining. They're going to lose this inhibitor as well, as in goes Lahens. Just to say hi, I guess, because he didn't really do too much else. Keen going to play bodyguard also, and Gen.G, I think, just want to say goodbye to this series. This was not close, ladies and gentlemen. Gen.G really proving that they are the best of the best here in the LCK, as Envy going to get snared. That means he's Dawning Shadow. That also means that Karis is knocked up into the sky and brutally destroyed. And Bro, on their fountains, there is going to be, at least a double kill coming through from Envy. Better Skittle. That's not the Skittle he wanted to eat. Canyon going to be able to grab a last kill there. And is it back?